I don't know about you, but I've noticed that there's so many people in this world who are not what people would consider financially wealthy, but yet they are wealthy in so many other ways that count. I was just driving into work this morning and decided to quickly make this video because there's this guy who he sits at the front gate of where I work, and every morning there's a line of people waiting to talk to him. So much so that a few months into me coming to the office, I decided to just stop. I didn't know him and introduce myself. And he was saying to me that I just was like, hey, my name is Leslie. I work here. And he introduced himself as well. And I was just saying, you are so popular. Everybody seems to love you and stops to chat with you. And he goes, I just love the job that I do. And you would think that someone who is, security / parking attendant would not necessarily get the reception that he gets every single day. But it just goes to show that the energy that you bring to any job is really the key factor, more so than necessarily who you are. There's so many CEOs, CFOs, people in management, people who think that they're VIPs, who nobody wants to talk to. And then there's people like this guy who he sits in his booth at the front gate. You don't have to talk to him if you don't want to. You can drive right past him and just get your, enter with your badge or whatever, and the gates will lift. But yet every single morning, just due to the big smile he has on his face and his attitude toward his job, all of us stop and have a quick chat with him before we stop in. And that just goes to show you the power of being one of those people who recognizes and sees the humanity and importance in others, no matter who you think they are or what their quote unquote perceived importance is. So this is just your Monday reminder to be your best self. You never know who you might meet. You never know whose life you might impact. And most importantly, you never know what doors it might open for you. No matter what your job or position is, somebody is going to recognize your worth and reward it.